Hello there you guys, welcome to one of my videos. This is your Manchester United versus Aston Villa FA Cup third round preview. It's Monday night, the 10th of January. It's a 5 to 8 kick-off and it's at Old Trafford. Manchester United are coming into this game on the back of a 1-0 defeat to Wolves at Old Trafford. It was Ralph Rangnick's first defeat as Manchester United manager, and it was the first time Wolves won at Old Trafford since 1980. Now this will be a difficult game against Aston Villa. Aston Villa have been impressive under Steven Gerrard. Steven Gerrard has enjoyed a good start to his managerial career at Aston Villa. When Aston Villa appointed Steven Gerrard in as their manager, Gerrard signed a 3.5-year contract, so he's got a contract with Aston Villa until 2024. Before Aston Villa, Steven Gerrard managed Rangers. He did well at Rangers. He won the Scottish Premiership when he was at Rangers. And before, Gerrard managed Liverpool's under-18s. This will be Steven Gerrard's first time at Old Trafford as a manager. Before Steven Gerrard, Aston Villa had Dean Smith. They sacked Dean Smith earlier on this season. Dean Smith is now the Norwich City manager. Aston Villa have got some good players in their team that could cause Manchester United problems on Monday. Villa have got Leon Bailey. He's made an impact. Aston Villa got Leon Bailey from Bayer Leverkusen. Leon Bailey is out with injury at the moment. Aston Villa have also got Danny Ings that's made an impact. Aston Villa got Danny Ings from Southampton. I thought Danny Ings was very good when he was at Southampton. Aston Villa have got Ollie Watkins. Ollie Watkins is one of the best players they've got. Ollie Watkins is out with COVID at the moment. Ollie Watkins is a former Brentford player. They've also got Anwar El Ghazi, that's good. They've got Trezeguet. He's on international duty. They've got Bertrand Traore. He's on international duty at the moment. Villa have got John McGinn. He's a good midfielder. Manchester United have been linked with him. I think John McGinn is suspended for the league game between Man United and Aston Villa. Douglas Luiz, he's also good for Aston Villa. They've got Jacob Ramsey. By the way, Aston Villa have signed Philippe Coutinho from Barcelona on loan until the end of the season. And Philippe Coutinho could make his debut for Villa on Monday. They've also got Marvelous Nakamba. Nakamba's out with injury at the moment. Villa have also got Ezri Konsa. They've got Courtney Hawes. Tyrone Mings, he's a very good centre-half. Manchester United were linked with him a while ago. they've got Sanson of Villa. They've also got Ashley Young. Ashley Young recently got a toe injury. Ashley Young is a former Manchester United player. Young was a long-serving player when he was at Manchester United. He was at Man United for 8.5 years. When we offloaded Ashley Young, he went to Inter Milan from Manchester United. Now Young is in the second spell at Aston Villa, because Young was at Aston Villa before he came to Man United. So if Young was to play, he would be reuniting with Man United. Villa have also got Matt Targett and Matty Cash. And one of the goalkeepers they've got is Martinez. They've got Buendia. They got Buendia from Norwich. Let me put into the equation that Aston Villa lost Jack Grealish to Man City. Aston Villa, though, did get £100 million. And Axel Tuanzebe is leaving Villa to go to Napoli on loan. Aston Villa won at Old Trafford in the league earlier on this season, 1-0. That was the first time Aston Villa won at Old Trafford since 2009. Man United have got some players missing. Martial, he's still out with injury, but he doesn't really get in the team anyway. Martial will be leaving Manchester United this year. As you all know, Martial is not interested in making a move to Newcastle. There's recently been talks of a Martial and Ousmane Dembele swap deal. It's Sevilla that want Martial. If Sevilla can improve their loan offer, they've got a chance of getting him, because revert back towards the end of last year, Manchester United rejected a loan offer from Sevilla for Martial. Last year, Rangnick confirmed that Martial wants to leave Manchester United. Martial did hold talks with Rangnick over his future, and last year Martial's agent confirmed that Martial wants to leave Manchester United this month. Martial's demanding more game time. He's not getting enough game time at Man United. He's no longer good enough to represent the club. The best season Martial has enjoyed at the club was his debut season under Louis van Gaal. To be fair to him, he was impressive last season. Manchester United paid the initial fee of $36 million for Martial from Monaco back in 2015. He's been at Man United for 7 years. He's under contract with Man United till 2024. Martial has scored 79 goals in 268 games in all competitions. Pogba, he's still out with that muscle injury. Pogba is expected to return later on this month. Pogba got the muscle injury in France training earlier on this season. Now, I give you the news on Paul Pogba this morning. The Sun said that Manchester United have offered Paul Pogba a huge £500,000 a week deal that will make Paul Pogba the highest paid player in Premier League history. Pogba's contract at Man United expires in the summer. Revert back to the start of this season, he rejected a new Man United contract offer. Eric Bailly, last Thursday night he came off injured in the 3-1 win against Burnley. Bailly is on international duty. Victor Lindelof, he's still out with COVID. And Harry Maguire, he's also got a knock. Not too sure if he's going to be available for this game. Now, Ralph Rangnick is already under pressure at Manchester United. He recently said that 17 Manchester United players are unhappy with Ralph Rangnick and want to leave. Rangnick has been told that transfer funds are available this month. So, reflecting on that, Rangnick will be backed by the Glazers this month. The club are dealing with the dressing room crisis. Rangnick is Manchester United's interim manager until the end of the season. Then after that, it did mention that Rangnick will continue in a consultancy role for a further 2 years. But there again, he got warned that he could lose the consultancy role if he fails to get Manchester United into the Champions League. Reflecting on the poor performances under Rangnick, I think Rangnick is blameless. I think the players have to take responsibility for these poor performances. The players are the biggest problem at Manchester United at the moment. Since Rangnick come in, he has made changes because he's brought 3 additions in. Earlier on in the season, he brought Ewan Sharp in as an assistant coach and analyst. He also brought Chris Armas in as an assistant coach, and he recommended Saz Chalens in as a sports psychologist. Before Man United, Rangnick was the head of sports and development at Lokomotiv Moscow. I can't see Rangnick getting the Man United job on a permanent basis unless he can turn things around. In the summer, Manchester United will appoint a permanent manager. Now I'm hearing that Erik ten Hag is leading the race to become Manchester United's next manager. There's a lot of Manchester United fans that would like to see Erik ten Hag come in. You've got to admire the work he's done at Ajax. You know, I like the way he develops young players. He's won trophies at Ajax, and revert back to 2019. He got Ajax to the Champions League semi-finals. Erik ten Hag has been Ajax manager for 5 years. He's got a contract with Ajax until 2023. Before Ajax, he managed Utrecht. Before then, he managed Bayern Munich's reserves. And before then, he managed Go Ahead Eagles. Earlier on this season, Edwin van der Sar spoke about Man United's interest in Erik ten Hag. Edwin van der Sar is currently the CEO at Ajax. You know, Manchester United are looking for the 5th permanent manager since Ferguson. You know, Manchester United have sacked 4 permanent managers since Ferguson. We sacked David Moyes, Louis van Gaal, Jose Mourinho, and Man United sacked Ole Gunnar Solskjaer last year. As you all know, Richard Arnold will become Manchester United's CEO on the 1st of February to replace Ed Woodward. Ed Woodward is stepping down at the end of this month. Ed Woodward has had, a 17-year association at Manchester United. Now, on my last video, I gave you the news on Cristiano Ronaldo. It has said that Cristiano Ronaldo is ready to quit Manchester United. If the club's next manager isn't likened to him. The other week, Cristiano Ronaldo come out and said that I'm not happy at Manchester United. But Ronaldo's agent, George Mendes, said that Ronaldo is very happy at Manchester United. Basically, Ronaldo is demanding more. Ronaldo is the best player in the world overall. He's won over 30 trophies in his playing career, including 5 Ballon d'Ors. And he's done well since he re-signed for Man United because he has scored 14 goals in all competitions. He's got over 800 goals in his career. Ronaldo is under contract with Man United until 2023. There's an option of a further year. Ronaldo receives around £480,000 a week at Man United, so he's the highest earner. He wears the number 7 shirt, and Man United got Ronaldo last summer for 20 million with add-ons included. Will Manchester United make a signing this month? There's a lot of players that Manchester United are linked with. Now, obviously, you know the news on Ruben Neves from Wolves. It's said that Manchester United are interested in Ruben Neves, and apparently Manchester United are leading the chase for Ruben Neves. He says Man United could bid around 35 million this month. Said Wolves are demanding around £50 million. Man United have already held talks with Ruben Neves' agent George Mendes. Neves is ready to move on from Wolves. He's eager to show his skills at a bigger club. Neves played against Man United last Monday night, and what an outstanding performance he put out. He did have that good volleyed chance that produced a good save from De Gea. Neves has been at Wolves for around 5 years. He's got a contract with them until 2024. Wolves paid around 15.8 million for him from Porto. He's made 178 appearances for Wolves in all competitions. He's 24 years of age and is a midfielder. Man United have also been linked with Boubacar Kamara from Marseille. Man United have been relentlessly linked with Julian Alvarez from River Plate. It recently said that Julian Alvarez is set to join Manchester United after Ralf Rangnick held talks with the player's agent this week. He said Alvarez is set to become the first signing of the Rangnick era, and Manchester United are prepared to pay the £17 million release clause to sign Julian Alvarez. Julian Alvarez has been at River Plate for a long time. He risen up their academy in that. His contract at River Plate expires this year. He's mainly a forward. He can also be deployed as a winger. He's only the age of 21. Man United obviously want Erling Haaland as well, but I'm disregarding Haaland coming to Man United. I think Haaland will go to Spain because he's already mentioned that he wants to go to Spain. Revert back to last year, Rangnick said he wanted Haaland, and he spoke with Erling Haaland's father, Al Finch Haaland, over the possibility of his son signing for Man United this year. Haaland has around a £68 million release clause but doesn't become active until the summer. Ousmane Dembele, we've been linked with him as well, but like I said, I don't want Dembele at Manchester United because he's too injury prone. Declan Rice has been a long-term target for Man United. It said Man United are confident of landing Declan Rice for £100 million in the summer. West Ham's disappointing in December, given Man United a huge boost in their chances of signing Declan Rice. Jude Bellingham, he's also been a long-term target for Man United. So there you go. And when Rangnick first came in, he identified Manchester United's midfield as a weakness. He's made it clear, Rangnick, that he wants a centre defensive midfielder. Players are going to depart the club this year. Like I said, Martial will be leaving. Cavani, he'll be leaving the club as well this year. Cavani will leave in the summer because Man United are reluctant to let Cavani leave on a free transfer this month. Prior to the Wolves game, Ralph Rangnick said in his press conference that he desperately wants Edinson Cavani to stay at Manchester United until the end of the season. Cavani's contract at Man United expires in the summer now. Cavani's been linked with Barcelona last year. He said Cavani agreed to join Barcelona on an 18-month contract. Juventus have been in for Cavani, and don't forget Cavani rejected a move to Boca Juniors. Cavani had injury earlier on this season. Man United got him on a free transfer from PSG back in the summer of 2020. Man United will loan Amad Diallo out this year, so he can get more opportunities. Juan Mata, there's a good chance that he'll leave in this January transfer window. I think Juan Mata will either go back to Spain or he'll go to the MLS. Mata's contract at Man United expires in the summer. Because revert back to last year, Man United extended Juan Mata's contract for a further year. Can't really understand why, because Juan Mata doesn't really get in the team, plus he's ageing up and he's lost that yard of pace. But despite that, he's had a good career at Manchester United. Juan Mata has made over 200 appearances in all competitions and he's scored over 50 goals. He's been a long-serving player at Man United. He's been at the club for around 8 years. Manchester United got Juan Mata from Chelsea back in 2014 for £40 million. Brought him in under the David Moyes era. Jesse Lingard, he will be leaving the club as well this year. West Ham obviously want to re-sign him. At the second half of last season, Lingard enjoyed a 4-month loan spell with West Ham and he made an impact. Newcastle were in for him, but they're no longer in for him now. Newcastle have just signed Kieran Trippier, by the way, from Atletico Madrid. Lingard's contract at Man United expires in the summer. Lingard doesn't get in our team, but last year it actually said Lingard will be staying at Man United this month to fight for his place under Ralph Rangnick. Lingard has been part of Manchester United for a long time, you know, he risen up our academy in that. Donny van der Beek, he'll probably leave in the summer, because I've been hearing that Donny van der Beek is not allowed to leave Manchester United this month. Van der Beek remains keen on leaving Man United in this January transfer window. Recently Van der Beek held talks with Ralph Rangnick to discuss his future. Recently Van der Beek had a bust up with his agent, so reflecting on that, it said he's unable to leave Man United this month. I'm hearing that Bayern Munich are no longer interested in Van der Beek. Van der Beek should have gone to Everton last summer. But Van der Beek, you know, he's not getting enough opportunities at Manchester United. And revert back to when we had Solskjaer, he didn't get enough opportunities. You know, when we brought Rangnick in, I thought Van der Beek was going to get the opportunities he was demanding under Solskjaer, but obviously he hasn't. Van der Beek's only managed to score 2 goals for the club, and he's been at Manchester United for over a year and a half now. You know, this season's his second full season at Man United. Man United got Van der Beek for 40 million with add-ons included. He's got a contract with Man United till 2025. There's an option of a further year. And he's versatile. He can play in 3 different roles. Matic, I think he'll be leaving the club as well this year. Matic isn't one of our first choice midfielders, but despite that, he still seems to get his opportunities. Matic is only the predominant centre defensive midfielder Man United have got. I've always had my reservations about Matic. He's always been a static midfielder, that's why, in his age, you know, but he has had his good games at Man United. I think Matic is out of contract in the summer. Man United got Matic from Chelsea back in 2017 for 40 million, so Matic has been at the club now for around 5 years. I said if Paul Pogba leaves this year, he'll leave in the summer. He won't be leaving in this January transfer window. Phil Jones and Eric Bailly, I think, will be leaving this year. Jones doesn't really get in the team, but he did play on Monday night against Wolves. The reason he played is because Maguire got a knock. And Jones was our best player against Wolves. And it was the first Premier League appearance that Jones made since January 2020. So that's, 2 years ago now. At one point, Jones was out with a knee injury for a while. Did you know that he's only the outfield player that's still with us from the Ferguson era? He's been a long-serving player at Man United. This season is his 11th season at the club. And Eric Bailly, you know, he doesn't really get in the team either. Dalot, he will probably leave this year. He's played a few games as Dalot, especially under Rangnick. He's had some good games this season to his credit. Dalot has missed the last 2 games because obviously Rangnick's decided to go with Wan-Bissaka. Last season, Dalot had a loan spell with AC Milan, so reflecting on that, again, some experience. Man United got Dalot from Porto for £19 million. Do you think Tellez could leave this year? And Dean Henderson, we need to get rid of him permanently this year. Dean Henderson doesn't really get in goal, does he? Because last summer De Gea reclaimed that #1 spot back. Henderson has only made 2 appearances this season. Earlier on this season, he was out with COVID for a while. Towards the end of last year, Rangnick told Dean Henderson that he cannot leave Man United on loan this month. So there you go. But like I say, Manchester United have not been the same team since Ferguson retired, and we've just got to accept that no one's going to replicate what Ferguson did at the club, regardless of who our manager is. Ferguson, greatest manager of all time. Alex Ferguson brought success to Manchester United. He won 30 odd trophies, including 13 Premier League titles, but Fergie didn't settle in straight away because he didn't win out in his first 4 years at Man United. Alex Ferguson was at Manchester United for around 26 years, so reflecting on that, he was a long-serving manager. But you know, since Ferguson retired, Man United have been playing catch-up. You know, we've sacked 4 permanent managers, like I mentioned earlier on in the video, and still nothing has changed. And we've also spent over £1 billion since Ferguson retired. And we've brought over 40 players in since Ferguson retired. And obviously Rangnick is obviously inheriting players who other managers have obviously brought in. So anyway guys, that's everything to update you with. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel. If you do, consider subscribe as always. And take care. God bless. See you all again very soon.